running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate to dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the crown. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, stay, back. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
First down, Seattle.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. This is Carson. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Let's go, team. March 43. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On second and 11 now. Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The Cardinals' 10-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves, and
he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Cardinals nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Johnson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in week. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. It was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yard. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
First and goal, Seattle.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his second touchdown on the season. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Cardinals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
I can't believe they even let you play. Watch twist. Watch read. 6 guys.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Check, ready. 10, no more. Check, 56. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing on first down is Murray. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And his throw here's incomplete. Charles Clay is tight in the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming!
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Murray. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
53-yard attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. It's Carson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his offseason working on hill work, running through sand.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. 11 yards there, first down. The young buck finding the veteran there. There is 14 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 22 back on August 7th, and on August 31st, Larry Fitzgerald turned 36. But these two guys like each other, and it shows on the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Murray now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Murray now on 1st down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
56.
Throwing again, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Murray to air it out again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella as the first half is winding down as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. An update from Denver. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an alley to run. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, it's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fitzgerald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Murray now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. First down, Murray. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now it's Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you give a little extra attention to him. Get after the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continue to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On the delay, here's Carson. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Murray now on 1st down. Murray fighting, lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
This is caught, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Is good.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ezekiel Ansah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Johnson, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Al Woods picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Forced out to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
The sack on 1st down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the 1st. To throw is Murray. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. They're going for it. It's Murray. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. From the gun, Murray. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
But they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is fielded at the goal line. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Let's go 14.
Here's Carson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Myers able to knock it through. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
On 1st and 10, Murray. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
So the victory here